California Kromelow, but my friends call me Cal, and I am 13 years old. I chose to play ice hockey because when I was around 5 years old, my older brother played ice hockey at a rink that gave out free donuts to all the people who played ice hockey there, and I thought, man, those donuts look really good. I better start playing ice hockey. And then I started playing, and it was a really fun sport, and I just chose to stick with it. My short-term goal is to be on a bantam boys team next year, and my long-term goal is to be in a hockey-playing Olympian. Some of my greatest strengths as a player is my leadership ability. 2 seasons ago, I was the captain of my boys team, and 1 season ago, I was voted alternate captain of my boys team.
Michael Watson's my name, and I coach the San Jose Junior Sharks Peewee A Team. Cal's provided a lot of value for our team in many ways, but I would say one of the best is her leadership. For the last 2 seasons that I've had Cal, she's been on my team. She's been a captain and an alternate captain both years. So her value is not only what she brings on the ice, but off the ice, and her leadership skills that other people can emulate. Cal's one of those players that she can play her position, and she does it and makes it look easy. When you watch Cal play, she's a much more 3 steps ahead type defenseman. She's thinking where the puck's going to be and where do I need to be when it gets there. So most of her plays look easy, but that's only because she's put so much time and thought into it ahead of time.
Mike Ehrenberg coached Peewee A defense this year. Her defensive game is rock solid. I'd say 2 years in a row she was the best defensive defenseman we had. We put her out there and you know she's going to take care of her business. She's always in position, takes good angles, good hockey sense. She plays physical when she has to, but she's smart about it. And that's one of the areas where we worked with her to get her to be a bit more aggressive. But you know, positionally she's great in the defensive zone.
She is one of those people that she's big, she's very strong, and she's always in the right position. So with her defensive game is based off of the little things. You know, I have players who are really good, and the difference between a player being really good and a player being great is just that little detail. And that's what Cal brings to the game. You know, we had 3 basic principles on defense, which was deflect the puck to the boards, deny the center of the ice, and defend the house. And Cal took that to a whole new level of not just deflecting the puck to the boards, but deflecting the puck to the boards in the corner, where there's the least chance of scoring opportunity. So her defensive game is based off of the little things, and her plus minus this year was tops in the team.
She understands body contact, you know, stick on the ice and shoulder on shoulder, and she'll muscle the guy off the puck or pinch him off on the boards.
So would you say that you try and force the offensive player to make the first move and then react?
Yeah. When they make their first move, it's like they don't get to really choose what they get to do. I dictate the play. On the penalty kill, I always stay in my position and I take away the other team's passing lanes. I always put people in front of the net down on the ice so they have no chance of even getting close to scoring. And I'm pretty intimidating, so when people get knocked down by me, they don't come back.
Put her out there on the penalty kill, and she plays her position. She protects the front of the net very well. Picks up a man. You know, you don't have to remind her to have her head on the swivel because she looks for the man. One of the top players I've ever coached in terms of attitude and coachability. She's one of those kids who comes to the bench and you know asks what she could have done better. You know why? You know what would have been a better move for me there? Should I have taken this guy, or did I play it right? You know, she always wants to learn. And her attitude's great. She's picking up other kids on the team when they get down.
She's one of those people that not only is she coachable, but she is driven by learning. She's driven to get better every time she's out on the ice.
Yeah, she's definitely very competitive. I think she hates to lose as much as a lot of these kids do, and that's actually a very good thing, I think. And that's a little infectious for the team, I think. She kind of leads that way as well.
Now, as far as her competitive nature, I wouldn't want to make Cal angry. When you make Cal angry, things happen to other people. So that play that you talk about in the corner where she's very tough, very physical, if she's angry, maybe she's made a mistake, and she goes out the next shift, rather than going out and saying, I don't want to play, I made a mistake, sit me on the bench, she would go out there and play angry. And when she did that, she wanted to be on the ice. And so her physical play and her moxie is what I used to call it, is just off the charts.
How do you believe that Cal can best impact a high school team?
Well, I think you're going to get a very hardworking smart hockey player. I think she'll impact the team she'll give you a very rock solid defensive-minded defenseman that's very coachable and plays her position well, and you know, she's never going to give you any trouble. She's going to work her butt off and you know, give you everything she's got.
I like the thrill and the competition that ice hockey brings, and like no other sport that I know of exactly has any of those things. I love skating up and protecting my goalie and shooting the puck on the net. There are just so many fun things in ice hockey that you never find in any other sport, and I would just never want to lose this sport ever in my life.